Good morning. We're about to go on a drive in my 2024 Mazda MX-5, better known as the Miata. Still on my winter tires, Grand Touring trim, soft top, not a whole lot of miles but sway bars, but I'm about to do my early morning grocery shopping. I'm about to bring y'all along on the journey with me. Not really a journey, but I gotta get some POV content like I promised you. So that's what, oh my God, my hat. Oh, whack my head. Now I got to get my camera straight. Oh. Getting on up in the car. Let me take a little pause break because I got to readjust this GoPro. I think we are good. I hope so. Or this is going to mess up the whole video. Oh my God, not a train. Oh my goodness. I heard the horn, but I should have went on the other side of the train track. That would have been smart, Q.
Approaching a railroad crossing.
Yes, I am approaching a railroad crossing. Hopefully it's quick. How far do train horns travel? Because I heard it. I was like, man, is it somewhere else? Oh, this is a passenger train. This should be good. Good and quick. Amtrak. All right. Gonna be another little break. Let me adjust this hat because Gito Pete's. Ooh, that's like the shortest train ever. Hallelujah. Pardon that interruption with this interruption. If you're in the New Jersey area, go check out my guys at North New Jersey Miatas. So they're going to be having the Miatas and Coffee event this Sunday, May 17th at 9 a.m., my birthday. So bring a non-perishable food good for a good cause. So I won't be there, but I'll be there in spirit. So please go check them out. If you're in the New Jersey area, please go join them this Sunday, May 17th at 9 a.m. at Mazda of Morrison. That was not a minute. Drop a comment. What's the longest you ever waited at a train track? I was in Ohio once. I think I was there for like over an hour. Like trains just kept going back and forth. I'm like, dude, is this a troll? Like, what's going on? So pardon my performance out of my left leg. Pulled my hamstring. It actually popped playing ball. So there's some discomfort with the back of my thigh, but I can do it. It's just discomfort every time I put some pressure on it. So there's that. But haven't really been driving the Miata that much lately. Put some gas in it. Actually, I drove a half a tank out of it. That was just pleasure. Should have brought the camera along, but I got a life, man. I-75. I'm gonna have a couple throwbacks in this video showing our age. This had nothing to do with that. Dispos everywhere around these parts around yonder. But always great to have a couple revs in the Miata early in the morning. Alright, my legs good enough. Out so early, gas station not even open yet. Is that the car, y'all? Oh, that's a BMW i4. Everybody always want me to drive a 340i. But first throwback, when's the last time you seen one of these? Or this store in general? They actually opened one back up, so I think it's pretty dope. This light changed fast today. Exit where some guy made a song about his mom's spaghetti. 8 Mile Road. Wow, I'm getting up to speed. Don't take that long. Yeah, 8 miles is what divides Detroit from the suburbs. So I'm actually going deep into Detroit now, all the way downtown. I think I'll do a separate video on that. I'll just do some VOVs driving around my area so I can get y'all acquainted with what I deal with on a day-to-day basis. But just looking at this steering wheel, this Guardian Designs, this thing was like $1,000 the way I customized it. This thing is held up and it's phenomenal. I'm a little bit, I wish I had a heating element, and maybe it did, but I didn't want to go overboard with the options and prices because I did do a lot of this middle right. The stitching, the perforation has green in the background. Y'all can't even see that, but that's something that I see, something that I like. Purple baseball stitching, not going to show up in this video. But highway driving, the Grand Touring is much quieter than the club trim and probably the sport trim, and that's due to the insulation of the soft top. We get around some people. We got a few curves coming up, but I told y'all, man, it's not a whole lot of curvaceous areas in my location, so I got to drive out. It's a couple nice curves around here, though. But we're not here for the all-out balls to the walls driving experience. We just out here early in the morning, chat with y'all. Gotta stay to my consistency, but just driving the Miata early morning, still fun. Driving at highway speeds is fun. Feel the little bumps in the road. Some days I do feel the imperfections in the suspension. Like, it's not perfect. It's great for a daily driver, but it does get a little bit jittery and choppy when you get on certain pavements. So I will admit that I do feel that, but it's totally fine. It's not anything. If you got pristine roads in your area, you're not even gonna notice it. But where I stay at, these roads are jacked up, so I definitely notice it. But it's very comfortable, having space. This car is tiny. Y'all know there's no space in here. So there's that. A highway cruiser. This is what in the hell? I thought that was the hatchback version. I wonder if they would like to race me. Probably not, because I was smoking. But anyway, got a couple curves coming on up here. Imperfections in the pavement galore. But we're gonna have fun, because that's what this car is made for. It makes the boring fun. You can hear a lot of exterior noise now. The wind is blowing a little bit. If I slow it down, it'll be a little bit less. Thinking maybe I should downshift for added experience. Make it seem like I'm doing more, but it's gonna be even louder. Nah, I'll just keep it as it is. It's getting quite loud. Let me roll that speed back. And then even with these winter tires, like, it's a little bit warm for them. It's actually like at a place where it's in the morning it's right for them, but in the afternoon it's not. So I'm at a place where I can put the summer tires on, but the morning is going to be a little bit sketchy because it's like 45 degrees or even 40. The weather stabilizes, so I can finally get to drive this more in a consistent basis. Like, this is what I kind of like about this car. It's not virtually flat with the sway bars, but before the sway bars, that thing used to wallow. Now it's cool. It adds to the excitement. It makes me know I don't have a super serious driving car, but it could be if I wanted it to be. Still consider those coilovers. We'll see at a later date though. I'm gonna focus on my aero. Dang, I forgot to buy my aero stuff for this car. I think I was on Rev 9. I saw the diffuser for the Veris diffuser. Actually, check out the Topher's Miata. He got an ND3 Miata, and I want to do some aero kind of like that. So I think it just looks good. I don't even care about the functionality. I want my car to look the part, because I'm not out here trying to win any races or any kind of competition for that matter. So now, this is I-94, take you straight to Chicago, or Chicago as the southern people say. And if you take that east, that takes you to the part where Mufasa told Simba not to go to. That's the east side of Detroit. I go over there. If you're from out of town, maybe you shouldn't go over there. Actually, just on the east side. Oh, the east side is cool. Every pocket of Detroit is different. Some pockets are like, whoa, it's like millionaires live over here. And then some pockets be like, whoa, not even a homeless person would live over here. So it's extremely diverse. It's on two polar opposite sides of the fence when it comes to like how the neighborhoods are. But they're doing a great job with the city and revitalizing everything. Gentrification, if you will, but hey, I ain't mad at it. It brings more people into it. As long as people respect what's going on and respect the old timers that's been there, and we go around these people, because this is where it's not fun to be a Miata. Nobody can see around you. Come on, man. It's ruining my fun. Still fun though. My hat been trying to fall off for the last I've been trying to handle that, but we almost at our destination. Going to the market, Eastern Market, where it's a farmer's market where I go to get my produce from. And some organic things, some things that I wouldn't normally find at the grocery store for a substantially cheaper price. Like one carton of blueberries are normally like $5-ish for the organic ones, and here I can get a case for like some days between $18, a case of 12 for like $18 to $28, depending on how they feel, I guess. So I get to save a ton of money. Eat a bunch of blackberries, raspberries, berries in general, fruit. It's the last time you seen a Monte Carlo, so I actually wanted one of those. That's probably like a 2006 tool, whenever they discontinued the Monte Carlo, maybe 2008. I had the Impala based on that one. I had a 2006 Impala, so I think the Monte Carlo looked amazing back then. At that time, I didn't really care about front wheel versus rear wheel drive. Like, that car looked great, but dynamically it just wasn't. I haven't driven one. I don't want to pass judgment, especially on the SS type, but yeah, front wheel drive cars, not the thing that I would go for. Not these days, unless it's like a Civic Type R or something. Oh, there goes Impala right there. I had one that had the exact same color. But yeah, those cars. Almost rolled that thing over trying to hit a turn too hard. I had a Fusion and the Impala at the same time. And the Fusion was much more sporty dynamically, and the Impala was a cruiser. Put almost 200,000 miles on that car. It's back when I used to hold my cars. Now, y'all know what I do. Been holding this car too, so if you came in for the Miata, you might think I hold on to cars. Actually, I had like 4 other cars paired with this Miata on this channel. Hold on to my hat, because this thing about to fall off. And let me show y'all the second thing, and that's nostalgic. So I come up over here. We got a friend who retired and died, and they made that fool go back to work. So before we see him, let me know if you know who he is before I walk over to my guy. Let me know how you would feel about dying and they brought you back to life. You still had to work. I'm like, dude, just let me rest in peace, please. Hold on to this hat. Whew. So we got our guy Robocop. I don't even remember what his real name was. Actually, I haven't seen Robocop as an adult. Oh shoot, I'm about to fall. I'm about to blow out my hamstring. Oh, it's a QR code down there. Oh, for Robocop. That's dope. Bronze statue. Almost broke my ankle. Let me just go sit down, man. This dude is probably like 10 feet tall. Make me look like a giant. Not a giant. Oh, I can't even say that word no more. Ooh, look, a short person. Ooh. All right, PR guys. But that's on my little morning drive in my Miata. Fun times. Normally would do donuts in the parking lot, but yeah, right next to the police station here. So yeah, Eastern Market, bunch of sheds. I'm gonna go down and do my thug dizzle. But appreciate you guys for watching. If you want more content like this, drop a comment, let me know, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace out. Back home, let me show y'all some of the things that I get down there. Car is packed, by the way, but I found this. It's group plants. I'm in the plants now. That's my thing. And the trunk is gonna be full. Got some popcorn, some organic blackberries. Y'all know how to eat, but yeah, bunch of cucumbers. Got a juicer. Trying to live healthier. What else in here is cool? They got these special edition raspberries. Now the container's just heart shaped. That's kind of it. But yeah, nothing out the ordinary. All right, bye y'all.